We're live.
Welcome to another episode of Is Debatable WWE Edition. I'm your host, Justin Jones, here with co-host Babe. Babe is filling in for Seb, who is on a vacation. Shout out to Seb, man. Happy birthday.
Happy
Feel
birthday,
me?
bro.
He definitely deserves this time off. Feel me? He be stressed. That's why you see he go bald and shit. So just shout out to him, man. He out there in the Galapagos Islands, feel me, fucking on prostitutes and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit.
The whole
But sh-
nine.
but shout out to Seb, man. Definitely happy to call him my brother. Definitely appreciate what he does for this platform and enjoy vacation, man. Cause when you get back, we got work to do, you bitch ass nigga. Yeah, I'm
You
talking to you.
takes weak as fuck, Seb. Fuck you.
Facts. But we here to talk WWE. We are still on the road to WrestleMania. We have with us today a Cody Crybaby. You feel me? He was one of the people that was complaining, that was talking all this shit, that kept saying we wanted Cody Rhodes to be WWE champion way back when Roman Reigns was, on that historic run that he was on. And once the title did change, Fabian definitely felt that monkey off his back. But now, right? He just won the title back, Mr. Rhodes, as the fans are calling him the Golden Boy, right? Meaning that, he is QB1, right? Now, before I even give Fabian the floor to talk, we did, I just want to say something because we got to be realistic. John Cena was the last QB1, and he did it for a long time, for over a decade. It just is what it is. There was a time when it was Stone Cold. He was QB1, right? There was a time before that it was Hulk Hogan. He was QB1, right? Before that, and I'm going way past I even know, to the Andre the Giants, right? He was QB1, right? Even for a brief period before Cody came back and all that, Roman Reigns was QB1. So I just don't like the people who say, "Oh, Cody Rhodes shouldn't be champion. He has the title again." Yeah, he does. So like, this is what happens. Are we forgetting back when John Cena once again was QB1 of Rey Mysterio won the WWE title and had it for about an afternoon, and then it went right back to John Cena. Like, well, like
Slap.
what? Like what are we talking about? This
Nigga,
happens all the time, man. He's just that guy. He's the least going to be champion at least, and I mean WWE champion at least once a year. So yes, the Drew McIntyres may have their time, right? The who else do we got? The Kevin Owens may have their time, right? The if Sami Zayn ever wins it, he
he'll
may
never.
have his time, right?
That nigga
If
never win that.
I'm just naming people, right?
Nah,
The even the people not on the brand, right? The Seth Rollins of the world, just all these people, they're gonna have their time. Could be a month, could be 2 months, could be a week, could be 2 weeks. But at the end of the day, the Golden Boy QB1 Cody Rhodes is just that dude right now, right? He is the ticket seller. He's the one doing all these house shows. He's the one doing all these Make a Wish, right? He's just that guy right now. I just seen with on his podcast, he had Gunther on, and Gunther was like, he respects what Cody's doing because he wouldn't be able to do all that. Because it's not just what we see on an average Friday night SmackDown when he's cutting promos or backstage brawls or doing whatever he does. It's all this stuff behind the scenes, right? That comes into being QB1. So all y'all people just complaining and talking, just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. All right. But I'm gonna give the floor to you, Fabe. Just how did you feel about the backlash of Cody just winning the title again? And do you feel that it was the right choice to take the title off Drew McIntyre as we head into WrestleMania?
uh, truthfully, bro, the whole internet community, bro, them niggas complain about anything, bro. You could literally give them exactly what they asked for, and they'll be like, "Nah, I don't like the way that they ended it." Like, nigga, you asked for it to end like that. How you gonna not like it? You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about nothing. They just want to complain just to say, like, just to complain. So when I look at shit like that, it's like I don't even feed into it, bro, because at the end of the day, I know that they're trolling. They're probably fucking 30, 40-year-old men, uh, fucking nerds at home, just trying to start shit up. But in reality, they're still gonna watch the shit. The niggas still probably buying merch. They're still going to shows, still tuning in on a week to week basis. Like, so that shit means nothing. Like, if niggas let that shit phase them, like they could forget about that shit. But coming back to Cody, you know what I mean? Niggas have been wanting Cody and Randy for the longest. And you have the perfect opportunity when they spin back in Vegas for WrestleMania 42, you know what I mean? To get this match going for something, it means a little something you could build on it with the history that them two had. You feel me? This was the perfect time for them to jump on the scene, and you know what I mean? Because Randy Orton is not getting younger. Like he's obviously still performing, but from the past like 2 years, he's been doing bullshit. You know what I mean? Randy Orton is a top name, regardless of how you look at his age or whatever it may be. You feel me? You can't have him going against niggas like Joe Hendry or fucking him and Jelly Roll. Why the fuck is he wrestling with Jelly Roll, bro? He's Randy Orton. You know what I mean? Like John Cena not doing no bullshit like that. CM Punk not doing no dumb shit like that. So they gave him mad miscellaneous side quests. So once Randy earned that shot, like once they pushed for him to go to WrestleMania, I felt like him and Cody was the dream match that you could put together. And you know what I mean? You could make some magic out of that, like just off of the chemistry that they both have. So Cody winning the belt, definitely was needed, especially when I felt in my eyes, Drew McIntyre didn't have much of a like pathway. You know what I mean? Like he was stirring shit up with a couple of people. Nothing really like WrestleMania worthy. You know what I mean? Like maybe other PLEs it'll be cool, but for WrestleMania, especially when you're spinning back and you quote unquote want to make it like bigger than the last, you can't go with like a, let's say for example, like I've seen people saying, oh, let's do a triple threat, let's do Cody, Jacob Fatu, and Drew McIntyre. Bro, no, like them niggas can wrestle, like all of them, like they all bring their shit to the table, but that shit is ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's not gonna get niggas to like, yo, like let me lock in for this match, because that's how WrestleMania really be. Like, there's sometimes be filler matches, and the matches that you really want to see and you lock in on, those are the matches that people want to see. And especially since you put CM Punk and Roman Reigns on a card, you have to have another big match. And I think the Cody one is probably going to be for night one, so you're going to need a big like hyped up match for that scenario to end off like the first night. So Triple H hit it on the nail, re-putting Cody with the belt. As for if he wins, like after WrestleMania, it's still to be decided. I wouldn't be mad at. I could give you my prediction if you got time.
For sure, man.
Okay, I wouldn't be mad at Randy Orton holding the belt. I feel like the old heads with the belt, it brought like, it brought a little flair back to being a champion. It's not just I'm the champion. Let me just book these miscellaneous matches. It's like most of the matches really mean something. Like when I'm watching CM Punk do his thing, I'm watching him go up against AJ Styles, Finn Balor. He gave Finn Balor a little hype back. You know what I mean? Gave him that push that he needed to become a singles wrestler. Well, like the work that old heads could still do with the title, especially since they still wrestling, I feel like that adds like value to like the belt and trying to achieve winning that belt. So Triple H hit it on the nail. Whoever complains is the F word. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to get banned. I don't mean it in that way, but I do mean it in that way at the same time. And thank you.
Yeah, I agree with everything that you said. The only thing I do disagree with is, well, you gave a prediction, but I don't see Randy winning the title. If Randy was gonna win the title, then I think we would have went down the road of Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. I just like, as much as we're changing the title around, which is something I asked for. I don't see then Cody just winning it back, then for him just to lose in a couple weeks to Randy Orton, and then what, he's gonna. I just don't see it. I think something happens in the match that maybe a Cody turns heel, or maybe we get a huge return that alters the match. But I can't see a bell to bell clean match and Randy just wins. I go ahead.
No, I was gonna just say we seen Triple H pull the trigger on that in when Rhea had took the belt from Liv when they premiered on Raw. and then you seen Io Sky get that match with Rhea before, where not before, was it before? Yeah. Io Sky took the belt from Rhea. It was like on a Raw, right? Something like that.
Right.
And then they headed into WrestleMania, and then you feel me, boom. So I could see the short term title change, um, especially with a guy that you would trust. You know what I mean? It's not like he's giving it to a young nigga, and you have to really build the pathway for him to work. If you give Randy Orton the belt, nigga, I'm Randy Orton, and I have a belt, so it's just like, you know what I mean?
No, for
But
sure. Randy Orton is goaded and solidified, and I would like to see another championship reign for him, winning number 15. I just, as once again, Cody being that QB1, I'm thinking as he's in that same role as a John Cena, right? And usually he had lengthy title reigns. It wasn't always just every couple weeks just change the title, right? Especially the WWE title, which is the premier title in the WWE. I mean, I would be a little shocked if it did happen. I wouldn't be mad if, Randy won. I wouldn't be mad if Cody won. But I feel like there is something, especially as we continue to build it up. SmackDown's going to happen tonight. I think I heard with the contract signing. As we, continue to build up and as we get to the match, I just think something happened. I just don't see it a clean, just either of them winning, to be honest with you.
okay. So you think they got a banger of an ending for night one?
Yeah,
Definitely.
it could be something as small as once again something that a lot of people are asking for as a Cody Hill turn, or even maybe a return of Chris Jericho, or just something to where it makes sense for that person to win, right?
Yeah.
Especially it just being a WrestleMania. But shout out to Cody, shout out to Randy. I'm interested to see how they continue to build this story, especially off the huge history they have before with them being in legacy and even, um how how do I want to say it? I don't want to say RIP to Dusty Rhodes, but just shout out to him and for the story that he even played in just them in that faction back then. So I'm just interested to see. Another thing that we could talk about though, and you already brought it up, it's probably the most anticipated match heading into WrestleMania, and that is CM Punk and Roman Reigns. You haven't, been on the show in a little while, so just from what you have seen, how do you feel about that matchup and the build up?
Bro, this match might be it might be bigger than that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns WrestleMania 40. Not in terms of like nostalgia, but just like the buildup could get there. You know what I mean? Like I see the potential in them really driving this buildup, saying the most outlandish shit, uh, any means possible. Like, you know what I mean? Get your hands on one another leading up to the match, bro. Because these it's like superstars, bro. Like that whatever you claim a superstar is, like they're right there at the top, bro. So anything that you give them to work with, they could like use to their advantage. You seen they brought out Jay and Jimmy just off that old bloodline, you know what I mean? And shit like that. So it's just like whenever they're both on TV talking to each other, cutting their promos, bro, it's gonna be a banger. So highly anticipated match. Uh I'm excited to watch that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even a Roman like fan, like you know what I mean? But just off of the hype and whatnot, bro. That shit gonna be lit.
Yes.
Um, where I stand right now, prediction wise, they would have to give it to Roman Reigns. I feel like he was talking all that shit before on a Pat McAfee show. I don't know if you guys ever covered this. When he was talking about he gave WWE enough time to build superstars. I don't know if you seen that.
No, well, I seen it, but we didn't really talk too much about that.
Yeah, so like once he stated that, and then they let him win Elimination Chamber, that gave me everything that I needed to know of the direction that they were heading back in. More so like stability, you know what I mean? They are building the young talent, like you feel me, over there on SmackDown. You still got Javon Evans, shit like that. But when they're really trying to make money, you know what I mean, shit like that, they're gonna pull out the big guns. So they're gonna bring out Roman Reigns. They're gonna, CM Punk. Even got Brock Lesnar back out. Like they're gonna pull out all the stops to make a great show. So highly anticipated match. Everybody should watch that shit. Without a doubt. And yeah.
No, yeah, shout out to CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Definitely, I love the build up. Their first interaction since that match was announced, I definitely loved it. A lot of people were saying that Roman won that first interaction, even though I thought it was real close. Just watching them, go back and forth. Just me being a battle rap fan is just definitely giving me that vibe. A lot of people were saying he was up 1-0. CM Punk definitely came back, that next time that they was face to face. I thought he won that next round. Of course, he, you know, brought up a low blow, just him and his father. And once again, me and Sep kind of spoke about that. I don't think it was too far at all. Like, this is the WWE.
It was perfect.
You feel me? People always talk about the ruthless aggression era, the attitude era, did this, that, and the third. And then y'all get a little taste of that, and y'all like, oh my God, like, all
Mhm.
y'all people just shut up, man. A lot of y'all never even got into a fight before. Y'all scared of y'all own shadows, man. Like, I'm just disgusted with a lot of y'all. But yeah, CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I would like it if Roman Reigns was just here a little bit more. I think in this time of year, being here every week is very important, and I like that point that CM Punk always hints at every time he is in appearance. Even last week, right, throwing the Usos into it. I do like that pivot, seeing that Roman wasn't there. You throw them into it. You had Crash Out Jay, who feel like he was on cocaine.
Yeah.
And then you had Jimmy Uso, more at that slow pace, but still talking his shit. And I love what CM Punk was saying. Like, I'm sorry that Roman Reigns basically treats y'all like little bitches and y'all never did anything about it.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? So it definitely this CM Punk that we're getting right now is definitely giving me that old vibe when he was a heel, right? Working with Paul Heyman. We all remember the work he did, him and the Undertaker. Seb brought up a great point when he poured out all the ashes and things of that nature. His rivalry back in the day with Jeff Hardy, and he was talking about him being on drugs and this, that, and the third, right? Even a CM Punk versus Chris Jericho and their feud back in the day. So I definitely like how they're kind of, I don't want to say turning CM Punk heel, but definitely just throwing those little, hints out there that it possibly could happen, and we may get that CM Punk that a lot of people is asking for. In terms of a winner, I can't really call a winner as of right now.
Yeah.
I don't really want to. I want to continue to see what happens next because once CM Punk did have that promo bringing up his father and all that, the fans already started fantasy booking and saying, "Oh, he should say this and he should say that." I don't think once again him bringing up his dog means anything. No disrespect because you
Hey?
know I've I've had family who's had a dog before and it passed away and I was hurt. Like so, I definitely know how that feels, but that's not the same. Like it's just not the same thing. Um Roman Reigns just got to get creative right now. I don't want to hear the same thing. Oh, you were gone for 10 years. I don't care. All right, he's here right now.
Yeah.
I don't hear about that.
At this point, it's just straight violence, bro. I don't, no words, bro. You feel me? Just
Not
like
here.
CM Punk lacking. Just you feel me? Jump that nigga, bro. Real street shit. Just jump that nigga backstage or some shit. While everybody watching, just you feel me? No fair shit anymore, bro. Talk about my dead pops. Like I'm getting my hands on you, bro. Like you feel me? As simple as it is.
Either that or you feel me. You guys are talking about AJ Lee and how she was a hoe back in the day. You feel me? You may have to just like you
Nah,
feel me?
she still
Like
works there. She still works there, bro. You can't pull those strings, bro.
nah, man. She was with a lot of men back in the day. The Dolph Ziggler's of the world, Kane, Daniel Bryan. Like, hey, listen, man. John Cena.
She works there. That's a little too far, bro.
Nah, man. Nah, we just gotta let everything out, man. So, yeah. Once
Nah,
again, I'm very interested to see what.
nah, that would be crazy if nigga start talking about AJ Lee, bro. Yeah, I'm
Listen, man. Like, we just like you gotta respond. Like he went low. You gotta go to hell. Shit.
Vince would have done it.
Like,
Yeah,
oh
Vince
no,
would have.
yeah. If Vince was still here, man, like who knows what would have been happening right now? They probably would have been at each other's houses and shit, like
That
just
nigga
going
Vince,
crazy.
Vince would have been like rape AJ Lee on some
All right,
bullshit.
all right, yeah, that's insane. Like that's completely left field, and I
No,
don't.
that's not insane.
Yeah.
Because remember, he made Kurt Angle go to Booker T wife
No,
and
no,
fuck
I definitely understand. It's just in just we're just in a sensitive era period. Forget WWE, just in the world, right? You can't even say too many things. So, that would be insane. No, I would. Well, that that would be insane. But shout out to Roman. Shout out to CM Punk. I can't wait to see the match. And once again, I like the build up. You brought up another thing though that we can talk about, and it is a interesting topic. You brought up Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar now being back, it is WrestleMania season. I've been hearing a lot of reports, that this probably may be the last year of Brock Lesnar of being in WWE. So he has the open challenge right now. If you could book it your way, Fabe, who would you have face Brock Lesnar at this year's WrestleMania?
Uh, I'm not really a Brock Lesnar guy, bro. You feel me? But I guess it's another strong nigga. I've been seeing a lot of Obafemi. Probably build his character up, make him like that dominant force. He could like take over from what Brock was. So I'd probably do that. But it's just Brock Lesnar. Like I don't really see the hype about the nigga. Like I
About
understand,
Brock Lesnar?
but if the nigga suplex a nigga like 50 times, like I get it, bro. You're strong, but it's just like I don't want like I don't fuck with that shit like as a WWE fan, but I respect his work. But like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but but there's not always the niggas that have a wide range of a moveset, bro. Nigga Gunther has the same about 3 to 4 moves, bro.
not yeah. But
Like, you feel me?
I
And there's
really
a lot.
imagine the nigga. Imagine you suplex a nigga. He gets up. You go. You suplex him again. He drops. You pick him up. Bro. I forgot who he wrestled, bro. He must have suplexed a nigga 8 times in a row, bro. That's
Nah,
crazy.
he's done that a lot, but even like look at a lot of the greats, the Undertaker, and he had some more stuff, but he didn't have that many moves either. It was just that dominant force. You feel me? If you can go more back at Stone Cold. How many more, he was gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, just beat your ass.
Like, you feel me? So I'm not too mad at that. He's just a dominant force, as Paul Heyman says, the beast incarnate. Um,
That's just
I'm
for
not.
me
No,
personally.
no, no. I get what you're saying. Um, I'm not mad at him versus Obafemi. I would like if that is going to be the move. I would like for them to build that up. I don't want to. I don't really like the idea of people saying different people coming out every week and him just conquering them until they get to the right. Like, let's build the story, man. Now Brock hasn't always been the best on the promo type of vibe, but that is why Paul Heyman is back by his side. Paul Heyman could do that, and Obafemi is decent. You feel me? Could always get better, but he definitely is better at promos than Brock Lesnar, even as early as this in his career. So I wouldn't be mad at that. How do you feel about there was early rumblings of him versus LA Knight? Or would you be mad at that?
Um, damn, bro, my nigga LA Knight is cooked, bro. He was like destined for greatness.
Ah,
He was destined for greatness. He had the crowd behind him. I felt WWE was behind him for a good while, until that botching shit, bro. That shit is serious. He
no,
fucked
we're
up.
not doing. We're not doing that because if that's the case, I could bring up Jay Uso winning the world title and Jay Uso. No disrespect, Jay, if you ever see this, yeet, but his move set is disgusting.
No, okay, but he was like on fire. You know what I mean? That's a different level.
Granted, but that like if we're putting it at numbers, right? He was at a if you even want to say he was a 10 on fire, LA Nice at 8. But that's not a huge difference, bro.
No, I get it, but I'm not mad at LA Knight. I'm just like from what I observed, like you feel me. I watched the
No,
Unreal shit.
yeah.
Like they were on his ass. Like they really wanted LA Knight to be one of those dudes. He fake like I guess they don't want to give him that opportunity, but
Nah, that's a cop out, bro. I don't give a fuck what they said on Unreal, Believe, whatever they want to call that fucking show, bro. Nah, bro, like we're not doing that, bro. Because once again, if and I'm not saying to you, if I'm not talking to Triple H, explain Jay Uso, or is it because he's Samoan?
he gotta show love to the Samoans, bro.
Like we gotta make it make sense, bro. Like LA Knight, like everyone messes up. Nigga,
Yeah.
Logan Paul almost killed Javon Evans in the elimination chamber.
Yeah.
And
I don't,
this nigga Logan Paul is featured every fucking week.
I guess they have their favorites, bro. I don't know. That's probably it. They got the favorites, and then
And this
nobody
reminds me,
steps up. You feel me? For certain people, and that's why you end up in the situation that you end up in.
is LA Knight the current day Zack Ryder?
I believe so. I
Yeah.
believe so.
We
I
all
believe.
remember back in the day the woo 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 movement and him being on social media, becoming the United States champion. He got over organically. And Vince McMahon said, fuck no, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Like fuck out of here. John Cena. Just get rid of this nigga, bro. Like Johnny, hey, like
And
come on, you feel me? You know what I mean? Took his
yeah,
bitch. Had Kane throwing him off the damn stage like a damn crackhead.
I don't get it, bro.
That's
I
you
can
know
say the same. I can say the same with I well Chelsea Green probably never had like that. You feel me? Explosion type, you know. But I
yeah,
can say the same with her, like how they treat her is similar
that's
to.
disgusting. Michael Hayes and Chelsea did say he apologized, but I don't give a fuck what he said. You old
Yeah,
bitch. Like this
yeah,
is exactly why Road Dogg is out of WWE now, and he all these old niggas gotta get out of here too, bro. Chelsea Green, and she's not the best in ring, and not saying she's bad in ring, but just saying in general. But she has the best character work in all female wrestling right now.
100%. She could go with the best of them for real. If they didn't treat her like a fucking somebody you could just walk all over, you know what I mean? She could be up there with the best of them. I could see her fucking cutting promos and battling Liv Morgan or Io Sky or Rhea. You feel me? I could see her in those type of matches. Like it's 100% believable. But them niggas, they just old niggas, bro.
Dude, you gotta get with the times, man. Chelsea Green, talented in ring, can speak on the mic, definitely has the look. I just won't understand it. Now she is on SmackDown, and unless you do move her up to that upper echelon, she's in the same realm as the B5s of the world, the Meachams. Um, who else can I say? The Kiana James, the Julius. Like so, I don't
But
know, man. Like,
if you could give a belt to Jade Cargill, no disrespect, you could give a belt to Chelsea Green.
what do you mean
Jade,
by that?
uh, are we gonna sit here and act like Jade Cargill is a good wrestler?
Um, Here's the thing. Number one, I feel like I haven't seen her wrestle in mad long. She had that match versus Jordan Grace. Not even gonna lie, I didn't even see that match. I wasn't watching WWE for like 2 to 3 weeks around that time, but I didn't see that match. But she just doesn't really wrestle like that. Well, she is going. I'll pay attention today. I think she's gonna face Meacham. And number one, I don't understand why she is facing Meacham. Because if that's well, Chelsea Green is hurt. Because I was about to be, if that's the case, why don't I just have her face Chelsea Green? But Jade Car Jade Cargill probably should have went to NXT first, right? Just to learn how to get better at promos, learn how to get better in ring. The same thing that Blake Monroe was doing, right? They both came from the same promotion, and Blake Monroe was a huge star in AEW. She went to NXT probably just learn the WWE ropes. It's different from the AEW ropes. You feel me? And I think Blake Monroe is going to be a way bigger star than Jade Cargill in WWE. So Yeah, I think that's where they went wrong. But also, I feel like because Jay Cargill did have the momentum though,
Yeah,
and then it was like she had that feud with Naomi, and that came to, and it was cool. And then the next big thing was supposed to be Bianca, and then Bianca's fingers just turned into like she just, you feel me? Shout out
for
to
sure.
Bianca Belair,
And
speedy recovery, but there was just no one for Jade Cargill to face. So then they had to feed her once again to the B Fabs and the Meechins and all them. So some of it is on Jade Cargill and some of it is not. She's
yeah.
going to have the biggest test of her WWE career thus far against Rhea Ripley. We can talk a little bit about that. Just how do you like that matchup?
Um, in terms of physicality, I think that's somebody that can match Jade Cargill. You know what I mean? The how they're trying to build her and develop her. You feel me? Because night in, night out, she acts as if like this tough figure. You know what I mean? People are supposed to be scared of this like a real black bitch or whatever. But she's just like Rhea Ripley's been tough. Like you're not out toughing Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley. So um, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a good match. I feel Rhea's gonna carry for the most part because she is probably the best female wrestler outside of Liv Morgan. But that's you know
Yeah, hold on.
okay for her in her career, I
Is,
guess.
hold on, is Rhea Ripley a better wrestler than Io Sky?
Ooh, my fault, bro. My fault. EO, yeah, EO is up there.
I just have to put that out there.
Yeah, but I feel Rhea could do most of the shit that EO could do. EO just got that little springboard in her fucking legs. She fucking jump over the moon and shit. You know what I mean? Like she's left. But yeah, I
No,
definitely watch.
Rhea's definitely top five, just
Yeah,
guaranteed.
I watch EO matches and I'm like, yo, EO's fucking insane, bro. Like she's tough. But yeah, in terms of Jade Cargill though, it'll be like a stepping stone for her. I don't know how you like bounce back off of that. You know what I mean? Like, where does she go after that? Does she still hunt the title? Does she slide down a little bit? Because they literally just built her like to the top. That's not organic, bro. People are they're not gonna respect you for that, especially when your wrestling isn't up to par with how they like elevated you. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if Penta got elevated straight to the top. Shit would make sense. Although he's like a foreign nigga, like who doesn't really speak English like that. His wrestling ability and the the way he comes across is gonna make sense. But Jade is like nothing there for real. Her promos aren't elite. Her wrestling isn't elite. She just looks elite. You know what I mean? So I kept it
Right.
respect. I
I
kept it.
definitely, I definitely think that's what, if you read in between the lines of their first exchange, I think that's what Rhea Ripley was, basically trying to say that you look the part, but then the bell has to ring.
Mm,
And then that's when I'm gonna show the difference. So they need to continue to, of course, build up this match. If I'm Jade Cargill, I'm definitely working with whoever I can work with, to, you feel me, get where I'm supposed to be. I know they hired AJ Styles to kind of play in that role anyway. I'm calling up AJ Styles, right? You have the Natalias of the world who definitely be in the dungeon. So I'm definitely calling Natalia, and I'm working with these people to prove all the doubters wrong. You feel me? This is the biggest match of her career, and this moment matters. There's certain moments in your career that matters, and if you don't execute, you just can take some years off just your trajectory, right? So
all the way down. Real talk.
exactly.
Yeah, I got something to bring up, man. I know you didn't cover this. This shit hurt my heart, bro. Shout out my nigga Finn. Judgment Day beef, man. They got old boy up out of there.
Great, I love it. Finn, once again, I feel like, well, I guess we didn't talk about it, but Finn, you're a bitch.
Oh,
And I'm a huge Dominic Mysterio fan. He's probably my favorite wrestler right now, and that's exactly what you get.
oh,
Dominic,
shout out my
Dom,
nigga John, man.
Dominic Mysterio was still supposed to be our Intercontinental Champion, and he had the match in the bag until you wanted to get involved. You're mad that you're not as big a star as him. You're mad that you couldn't beat CM Punk, so now you didn't want him to have two titles, and he still has more titles than you. You got what was coming to you. They should have jumped your ass even more than they did. They really took a light on your ass. You're gonna be a single star, but you ain't gonna win the big one. But what you gonna beat Roman Reigns, bro? You gonna beat CM Punk? You ain't gonna do nothing. You need to, after Dominic Mysterio whoops your ass at WrestleMania, fight go fight Danhausen or some shit. All right, but don't ever in your life ever put your hands on Dirty Dom like that again. You bitch ass nigga.
Man, bro, too much complaining, nigga. Help your team out, man. Help your mans, nigga. If you my mans, why you not trying to help me out, bro? The fuck, I've been looking out for you, nigga. I was. You feel me? I was in the trenches, gang. Help me out, nigga.
We don't need you to try to teach me a lesson. That's why we have a father, and that nigga's a deadbeat anyway. We don't I don't want to listen to you, nigga. What have you accomplished? You haven't been shit since Seth Rollins fucking killed your career.
Literally,
Hello.
bro. Them niggas been jumping niggas for years, bro. Now you want to fucking be a good guy, bro? Go back to the trenches, bro. Go back to how shit originally was.
He needs to go to NXT, bro. Yo,
Damn, bro.
go down there and go help develop talent, bro. I don't got time to see no Finn Balor, bro.
Nigga have
Suck
a change of heart, bro. Ain't no change of heart in this shit, man. If you slime, you slime, bro. That's how you are. You can't go back. Edge never went back. Edge was slime. He stays slime, bro. Like you gotta be who you are, bro. Once you change, that's who you are. Fuck out of here, bro.
Are you mad that Ray Cal wasn't giving you any nigga? Like, what was really going on, nigga?
That's bad kills, bro.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga Finn Balor, bro? Or should I say Pin Balor? Because when was the last time you got to win, you bitch ass nigga?
And JD stuck. I thought JD would have helped bro out in reality, though.
JD's a smart man. You feel me? He gotta have a brain in that big ass head of his. He like are you about to are you about to come with us to the top, or are you about to sink to the bottom?
Mhm. Who got the tag belts? The Usos, right?
Yeah, the Usos.
They might have to bring all the gold back to Judgment Day. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
No, I'm interested to see what happens with the Judgment Day next, because you know there is still some underlying tension between, Ray Kell and Liv, even though they might not be showing too much of it right now, but that's another story within itself. But let's let's end the show like this. One of your favorites, your probably favorite female wrestler, Liv Morgan, is going to be going up against Stephanie Velcro, Stephanie Vakwe, Stephanie Vakir at
Cool.
WrestleMania. Give us your thoughts on this one.
Liv Morgan.
I said give us your thoughts, not saying her name, you fucking simp.
That's all that's in my head right now. It's like Liv Morgan, Liv Morgan, Liv Morgan. So I only said it once just to be like cool, but he's you feel me? Nah, Liv Morgan, man. She's back. That match is gonna be amazing too, by the way. For the niggas out there, I felt Stephanie been resting that little ankles of her that ankle. You feel me? She's a phenomenal wrestler, by the way. Definitely a young star. Um, right now, I feel like there's no like real build for her. So it wouldn't be wrong if they did drop it to Liv, and then they could have that beef going on still, along with the. I feel like they're gonna add in a Liv and Raquel segment in there somewhere along the lines. True split of Judgment Day. You feel me? But other than that, the match is gonna be phenomenal. I'm definitely excited for that one on the women's side. Um, yeah, give me Liv Morgan. I feel like she needed another big moment in her career, a real staple. You know, she did the tag scene. She definitely did get the women's heavyweight, but I feel like getting that back, especially in this fashion against a good opponent. Not saying Becky Lynch was ass, but this is definitely like a better test where she could display more of that trickery in her bag. So I want to see Liv Morgan come on top of me. I mean, of the match and come on with the vote.
Shout out to Liv Morgan. Definitely a star within WWE. Definitely great in ring. Also can cut a promo. I definitely like how she plays her character to a T. So shout out to her. Um, on the other side, you have Stephanie Vauquer, however you want to say this girl's name. But this is definitely a match you want to see, especially for the in ring aspect, and also for obvious reasons. But shout out to the both of them. It's been an interesting build up so far. Um, I feel like Stephanie Vauquer also I feel like she knows English, but they keep letting her just do all this in Spanish, and I just
Nah, her
don't.
English not that good, bro.
Huh?
Her shit not that good. Her English.
It's good enough, bro. Like, cause what's the difference between hers talking and an EO Sky, bro? It's this damn near the same thing, bro. And they don't have EO talking in Chinese.
You'll be bugging, bro.
Nah, it's not like a Julia. Julia is just you can't have her say anything because she just sounds like she's coked out.
Bro, you just
But
hate her.
no, I like Julia. I don't like how you put her on SmackDown and Road Dog. Yeah, you don't have NWA no more. Don't come back, you old bitch. How he damn near killed her career. Now it's not dead because she's so talented, and that's why they put the belt on her. But that's another story for another day. Stephanie Va, Stephanie Velveeta
Oh,
and
bro.
Liv Morgan is definitely going to be a great match. Once again, I want to continue to see how this keeps elevating. I feel like there's so many different ways that they can go into this match. There's so many ways they can end this feud. There's so many different outlets. I want to see how creative can creative be. Now, knowing this creative, like,
They probably
I
think
just,
that that's good enough. They don't need it build up. This shit is good.
yeah, they're just gonna have it a probably a clean match and just disappoint me once again. Like, creative, like y'all disgust me. Shout out to Unreal for now definitely putting a camera in that damn room to show what the hell y'all be talking about. You had Roll Dog talking about he don't know anything. You got Michael Hayes talking about shit from the 1900s, and then I seen some other female in there. She didn't say anything. Like you got Triple H on a Zoom call. Like I don't know what the hell that y'all be doing back there. I don't know how much y'all niggas getting paid. Y'all are literally stealing money.
I
I'm
got a
just
sorry to break you up. I got a message from a fan. Shout out to Asante. Justo, do you think that Sasha Banks' return will be the one of the best if she decides to go back to WWE at WrestleMania?
shout out to you for tuning in. I wasn't even, because I just started getting back into WWE, towards the end of the Roman Reigns end. So I did not get to see too much of Sasha Banks live. Of course, I've seen footage now and clips, and she's very talented. Shout out to the work she's doing over there in AEW. But I would love to see her come back. I think eventually she will. Um, would it be the biggest return? It could be one of, depending on how they do it. She's definitely that caliber of a superstar. But there's been so many great returns that you know, we would just have to wait and see. But I would definitely want to see her back within the WWE. I definitely think she has some unfinished business, and I think within the next 5 years, I definitely think we will see a return of Sasha Banks. Um, Monet, I think is that her new name, Money Monet or whatever the hell her name is over there in AEW. Shout out to Sasha Banks, man.
Appreciate it for the question, buddy. All right, back to business.
Thanks, but once again, a prediction. Once again, I think I'm still a little bit too far to want to give predictions on some of these matches. Um, Based off just how WWE though, I do think they are going to put the belt on Liv Morgan. I feel like they just built up this moment so much that I would kind of be shocked if Liv did not win. But I'll say this, and as we get closer and closer, I'll dive more into it. But watch out for Dirty Dom.
All right,
That's
come
all,
on.
that's all I'm gonna say right now. Watch out for Dirty Dom.
You'll be all time heel, bro. He can't keep having these bad bitches. Like,
No,
he can't.
I didn't say anything. All I'm saying
No, no,
is, man,
no, 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 no. He cannot.
he had the lovely Rhea Ripley by his side, and he still wasn't satisfied. Liv is a very attractive young lady. Stephanie Bakwe, is definitely that caliber of woman. And I'm just saying, watch
Yeah, but
out for Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
he still had Roxanne too. Like Roxanne was a little side shit. Like,
Roxanne Perez, hopefully you
oh,
come
game
back
played out.
soon. Definitely miss seeing her on TV for obvious reasons. But shout out to Roxanne Perez. But that's gonna do it for this episode though, if it's debatable WWE
Man, that
edition.
was a match.
Oh my fault, go ahead, bro. Talk.
How you feel about Trick Williams and Sami Zayn?
Well, I spoke about that so many times on this platform already. Trick Williams, since being called up to the main roster, has made Sami Zayn look like a bitch. Um, Trick Williams is just an undeniable star. He's light years ahead of Sami Zayn. I love the work that Trick Williams is doing, Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper. If that is a WrestleMania match, I'm not mad at it. I think they can continue to build towards that. I will say this to kind of save Sami Zayn from getting more and more boring. Just turn him heel. I feel like you're kind of throwing hints at it, just him being backstage. It seems like he lives backstage now. I don't know if you got a room back there. Every time they go to backstage, he can I ask you a question? Like, nigga, can you go fight someone? Like, why you keep asking questions backstage? Are you Kathy Kelly, nigga? You don't look
always,
like her.
they can always cry this shit, bro. Like, shut up.
Like, but yeah, I think you could turn him heel. I think you have the ammo to do it. Pull the trigger, WWE. If not, I don't want to hear him ask no more questions backstage. Once again, that's why we have the lovely Kathy Kelly. But go ahead.
I think they could do a little something a little more entertaining. You know what I mean? With Trick's personality, um, instead of having Sami Zayn look like a bitch, maybe have him go out there on some like Kurt Angle shit when Kurt Angle was trolling John Cena. Have him come out in the all white lemon pepper steppers. You know what I mean? Like make him show like Trick Williams not on shit. But
Yes.
like he doesn't have the personality for it. I think I could be proven wrong, but I feel
No, I
like
think Sami Zayn actually can, but once again, we have to remember this isn't you brought up Kurt Angle. That's when the WWE was ran a little bit differently. Look at this creative team back there, especially on SmackDown. I don't know what their plans are. Like they only do so much creatively.
they need new people. They gotta look at the past, bro. History is our greatest teacher. It tells you what happens before, what's currently happening, and what to look for in the future, the trends that we're heading in. Please learn to adapt. Key message of the day: learn to adapt from past uh events that took place. Justo, I have another message for you. And you're in 2009 returning at WrestleMania against Cody.
Um, I'll be here for that. That was definitely Randy Orton's most iconic year within the WWE. A heel turn for Randy Orton could be very interesting. Do I think it's gonna happen? I see maybe a Cody Rhodes heel turn happening more than a Randy Orton heel turn. Um, and I don't know if he'll be able to replicate that same 2009 type stuff, right? And it's not just him doing a punk kick. That doesn't really do much for me. It was a lot more that Randy Orton was doing than just a punk kick. You feel me? He was under everyone's skin and he had no filter on what to say. And there was just so much that came with that character, just the I don't give a fuck attitude that made that him into the Viper. the Legend Killer, right? So once again, we gotta remember, man, Mister. I don't even know your name, but
The
go
song,
watch. Go watch Unreal and go and go look at those people at Creative, man. And you tell me if we get in 2009 Randy Orton.
doubt it. Unless that nigga handcuffing Cody Rhodes and kissing his wife, I don't I don't think we getting that back, bro.
Hello, Miss Brandy Rhodes, man. Hello. How
Nah, I'm
are you doing?
she's a married woman.
I didn't say I can't say hello. You the one on this sick, filmy WWE female fetish.
Yeah, we gotta get back to our old ways, bro. It's real shit. Simple as that.
Hmm. You're sick. Is there any more topics though that you wanna talk about?
Nah, man. We covered, pretty much everything. You seen no, this is just troll at this point. It's not even covering anything. You see my guy Shawn Michaels dancing to that sexy red?
No, shout out to Shawn Michaels. Just a legend in this game. The work he's doing over there on NXT is just masterful. He's definitely learning how to use social media. So shout out to him. But I'm not surprised. All them young YNs over there, all them
Yeah,
young lovely
yeah.
females. So they definitely keeping him within the loop.
Miss
He's
Jada.
once again, Miss Parker. You feel me? Miss Parker versus Blake Monroe was just such a beautiful feud to watch. Just for so many reasons.
For
Shout
obvious reasons.
shout shout out to both of those young ladies right there. I think they did a hell of a job. Shout out to the Kendall Grays of the world being called up. To now NXT. The work she did over there on Evolve was also great. Shout out to the Tatum Paxleys. Definitely getting her just due. The Thea Hales. I love
Shit.
everything. I love everything that they are doing. Shout out to the Ethan Pages of the world. I definitely think he's gonna be a major star within the WWE. Shout out to the Ricky Saints, the Joe Hendrys. They're just doing great work over there in NXT.
Yeah. Shout out you, bro. Real ball knowledge. Niggas don't got that ball knowledge for real. Uh, Once again, shout out Big Brody birthday. Living it up out there and about. Yeah.
Shout out to Seth, man. Shout out to the WWE Universe. Whether you like to love it, whether you love to hate it, like you brought up in the beginning of the show, people are going to continue to watch it. Just shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all them streamers out there. You feel me? Doing their just to shout out to the Chris Van Fleets of the world. Definitely giving us those great interviews. We can always get those insights. Um, Shout out to the Bella Twins. I don't know why I just shouted them out, but I just love the work that they're also doing. I heard that she liked dark chocolate. My fault. I seen that clip going viral.
One of
So
them, one of them stick to that white chocolate.
you feel me? Listen, shout out to Free Bella. Shout out to Daniel Bryan, man. Shout out to Daniel Bryan, man. Just one of the most iconic WWE stars of all time. Sad that he's not in WWE anymore, but shout out to Daniel Bryan, son.
Nigga, fuck Daniel
Hold on,
Bryan.
hold on. Hold on. And one last thing. MJF. Nigga, calm down. All right, we get that you the star over there in AEW and you the money maker, nigga. Nigga, do that shit over here.
Pussy.
Do it over here. Cause you
Pussy.
cause just like CM Punk said, you just a watered down Miz. Alright.
Pussy.
Alright, so calm down. All this. Yeah, they threw me an offer. Alright, nigga. They throw a lot of offers to everybody, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, you not special, nigga.
All right, calm down. I don't care about the 3 hour phone call you had with Tony Khan. I don't care about none of that, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Weak ass nigga.
My fault. I'm just hating. But
Nah,
that's gonna
nah,
do it.
man, fuck that nigga. He not even better than Will Osprey. Nigga, fuck you.
Shout out. Well, Will Osprey had a lot to say too, so I don't got too many nice things to say about him. But lastly, cause we gotta get out of here. We're just throwing out mad random shit. My last thing was shout out to Mr. Sosa, you feel me? For making his debut over there on TNA. You know, his entrance has gone viral. The song has gone viral. He now got signed to such a historic brand, the TNA brand, which is affiliated with WWE. So possibly in the future, could we see him on a WWE roster? I would love to see that. So shout out to him, man. But that is going to do it for this episode of It's Debatable WWE Edition. I want to thank Fabian for taking some time out to come talk to us, man. Give us his insights on all the WWE news and this WrestleMania card thus far. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Shout out to Mama Seven in the background. Um, Follow us on all social media platforms at It's Debatable double underscore. 4 letters, one word. No.
Okay, yeah, I'm still eating. Yeah, my man.